Okay, but we are just going to address the shooting in Minneapolis in Minnesota. So it was a mass shooting that occurred at a Catholic school in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Two children were killed and 17 were injured in the shooting. The shooting happened by a 23-year-old man by the name of Robin Westman, who lived about 3.5 miles away from the building in a suburban area. The police chief Brian O'Hara, he said that he shot the kids um with a rifle, and the two kids that died, it was an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old, and they were in the pews, and they were worshiping, and they were doing, because that's what they were that was happening during that time during the school, because it's a Catholic school. And so that's what happened there. And then there were three adults that were injured, and they were in their 80s, and they were all parishioners. And then the 14 are children that were injured, and that was along with 6 to 15 of age. So this is the beginning of the year, and this is really sad to see. So, just prayers for the families, prayer for everyone that's going through this situation right now. And obviously, it just has things to do with gun laws, and anybody can buy a gun. And I know that he was 23, so definitely over the age. But, that psych evaluation before they get these weapons, I still think
Mm.
that is still very important. But any thoughts? I just want to, because this happened yesterday morning. And we all know how school shootings, it's a thing here in the United States, and it happens, and it's it's school. It's a
Yeah.
school year. It started, and that's when most of these happen. So, opening the floor. Anybody have anything to say?
Why does this happen at schools?
I
Why
don't
does this
know.
Mm.
happen at churches? Why does this happen at, let's just say, post offices? Why does it happen? It happens because these perpetrators know that the people in churches generally don't have guns. The people in schools, students generally don't have guns. These weak minded, attention seeking individuals prey upon people who are defenseless.
Hmm.
If
Mm.
everybody in the school had a gun and if everybody in church had a gun, I guarantee you we would stop some of this stupidity. But no, America has not gotten serious yet about stopping it. We want to talk about praying for it. And that's one of our problems, talking about
Mm.
praying. I believe in prayer. I believe in prayer. But prayer without some action to it is fruitless. Faith without works is dead. And every
Hmm.
time this happens, we want to pray. No, we need to start packing as opposed to praying, or packing and praying. That's my solution to that problem. And then do whatever you want to do with the laws, but give everybody the ability to have a gun, and some of this stupidity wouldn't be happening. That's my take on law talk today.
Huh? Jonathan?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was,
Yeah,
I was talking
yeah.
with,
Mhm.
I
No,
was, I
that's
was, I was talking
true.
with Gabby last night, and the first thing, she hopped on social media yesterday, and then that was the first thing she saw, and it just brought her to tears because
Yeah.
because it's one of those things where it doesn't really hit home until like it's as close. It doesn't really hit home until it's you. Right.
Right.
So
Right.
with us having two boys now at this age, and seeing and knowing that one day they can be sent to school, and then somebody, God forbid, like something could happen at the school. It's just one of those
Hmm.
things that's scary. It's fearful. But I hate the fact that this does continue to happen, because y'all, why
Why?
what would put
Hmm.
in your mind, I'm gonna go shoot up a school? These are kids who are going to school. The parents are sending them off. This is a Catholic school, so parents are probably paying good money to send them to these schools, and they're thinking their kids are in their best hands.
Yeah, they're
But
thinking they're
no.
safe. And, most of these schools, they have police officers or security guards and things like that. But, are they trained? Do they have, the proper gun to deal with this?
Is
Go
that
ahead. Go,
enough?
yeah. Yeah. Is
Is
that
that
enough?
enough?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's not. We like our guns in
17.
America, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And we like preying upon the weak or the defenseless.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That's my
So,
take on it.
yeah, and it is the first. I mean, I hate to say that. I mean, it is the first shooting of the year, but I mean, that is literally how you have to say that because it's an ongoing thing. And so I pray for the families. I pray, just that they have peace, and it's just tough. It's just tough. So we got a whole school year ahead of us, and just praying for all the kids.